inside for Albert. Albert will get the score. Fiddler, his farewell. He tapped into a legend and probably rugby league immortality. That's not a try, that's a miracle.
G'day legends, welcome back to the Rugby League Guru podcast. The round 6 team list have just dropped, and I'll tell you what, there's a little bit to get stuck into. A heap of changes for a number of sides, a lot of guys out with HIAs, a lot of guys returning from injuries, and a lot of guys that have just moved positions this week. It's going to be a very, very interesting one. We've got games in Queensland, we've got games in Perth, Sydney. We are absolutely all over the place, and it's going to be a cracker. Catmandu, welcome in for the first time this week. How be thee?
Very well, thank you. I love Team List Tuesday. And do you know what I can't get out of my head? The time that person commented, like, do you book out like 15 minutes to get this whole show done? Because we do speed through it, but that's the art of Team List Tuesday, guys. That's the whole point.
It's the urgency of TLT to get it out to you guys as quickly as we can. But noted. Kat, take me away. Thursday night, what are we doing? Who's playing? What's happening?
Okay, the first game to kick off round 6 action. Thursday, 8 p.m, the Dolphins will be hosting the Penrith Panthers at Suncorp Stadium.
Yeah, so for the Dolphins, Ray Stone out of this one, the throat goat. Gilbert comes in on the edge. Maxi Plath in jersey 13. I like the way the Dolphins have done that. Tom Gilbert comes back in. He'll go on the edge. I think that edge defense just needs someone out there to help them, so I'm okay with that. For the Penrith Panthers, a couple of changes here. So Edwards, he returns at fullback. Dane Laurie goes back to the extended bench, out of the side altogether. The rest of the back line remains the same. I'll tell you what, I would be keeping a close eye on Casey McLean. Wouldn't surprise me if there is a change before kickoff there. You've got Blaize getting his first opportunity at 6. They've lost 4 games in a row now, the Penrith Panthers. Really good opportunity for Blaize to partner up with Nath and start to turn this ship around. Somerton at 9. Mitch Kenny out of this one, obviously, with that shoulder injury. Sorensen on the edge. And Brad Schneider, he's in jersey 14 there, so I would expect Schneider and Somerton to split minutes there. But the big news out of that one, Edwards back in and Blaize Salongi at 5'8". Completely new look spine this week for the Panthers, and they need to get a response. Friday night, Kat, talk to me.
Friday night action kicks off at 6 p.m. with the Dragons hosting the Titans at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong.
Yeah, the Luke Bailey Cup coming your way for the Dragons. They are 1-17. We've got Dylan Egan from a Supercoach point of view, who's very interesting. He has remained in the side, which is good to see. Shout out as well to Harm Saleh, the poor bastard. We've mentioned him a few times over the last few weeks that injuries just keep happening to this guy, and he's got another hamstring injury. So I want to wish him all the very best. One of the good guys of the game. For the Gold Coast Titans, Sammy Verrills returns at 9. Bo Fermor goes back to the second row. Almost died. Randall in jersey 13, and Tino, he's out of the side with a suspension, obviously. Dave Fafita returns to the bench as well, so a few changes there. Forgive me for almost dying on camera there. That was good gear. Late game, Friday night, Kat, what do we got?
8 p.m. and it's all good, but can you try not to do that again? It's a bit inconvenient. Friday.
I think my testicles didn't drop there. I think they might have just imploded. I don't know what happened there, but shout out. Very good gear. Talk to me, Kat.
That's what footy does to you. Anyway, Broncos will be hosting the Sydney Roosters at Suncorp Stadium in Brizzy. Kickoff at 8 p.m.
Yeah, for the Bronx, only one change here. Obviously, Jaden Hunt, he comes in on the edge for Piacura, who will not feature in this one. And Marty Tapua, who will come in on the bench as well for, I believe, his first game of season 2025. For the Roosters, a couple of changes here. Savala has been named in the halfback jersey. I think we all saw this coming after he was pulled from New South Wales Cup the other day. So Chad Townsend on the extended. Nat Butcher moves into the front row. Lindsay Collins out of this side. Radley returns in jersey 13. Spencer Lenu on the bench. Worth noting, rumours around that Dom Young would be dropped for this game and Mark Nawanganita Wasade come in on the wing. Mark has been named in jersey 18. Dom Young still on the side, but this is one to watch throughout the week. I believe where there is smoke, there will be fire, but we'll see how the week plays out there. Super Saturday, Kat, where are we starting? Who's doing? What's doing? Talk to me.
Well, it's pretty interesting, this one. We've got a Super Saturday in lots of places around Australia. So the Cronulla Sharks will be playing the Manly Seagulls at Optus Stadium in Perth. I saw Toff Sipley's story, already enjoying those Western Australian sunsets.
The sunsets. Yeah. Yes, very good gear. If you are over there in Perth, I know that when I was there, I had a shocking amount of people that actually listen to the podcast that are over there. They love their footy. So make sure you get out to this one. It's going to be a cracker. For the Sharkies, no major changes here. Sifa Talakai back to the bench. bench. I do wonder if there's a world where maybe they play Seafer at centre, but I think Hiroti will probably hold on to that spot. For the Manly Seagulls, no changes here, but worth noting Croker on the extended bench. I think it is one spot they have really been missing this year, is having that genuine 9 there. Simpkins done a good job, but I think they are a better side when Lockie Croker is in this side. So hopefully we get to see him come into the team, and hopefully he goes back to that 80-minute role over the next few weeks. 5:30, Kat, still coming here from Perth. What do we got?
Yeah, we're still in Perth. We have the Rabbitohs taking on the North Queensland Cowboys. This one kicks off at 5:30 p.m.
For the Cowboys, they're 1-17. No changes there. No sign of Braden Burns yet. They are 1-17. The Cows, nothing to really talk about. When again it comes to South Sydney, though, a couple of changes here. Alex Johnson, he returns on the wing. Good to see. Ewan Aitken will make his South Sydney Rabbitohs debut in this one. Lining up in the centres, though, South Sydney, they are just so short on outside backs and ball players at the moment that I think their hand has sort of been forced. Ewan Aitken, his first game back, didn't even come back through a reserve grade. I think they're just that desperate. Latrell Mitchell's been named at 5'8", Bud Sullivan at 7. I was there watching their New South Wales Cup game the other day. Dodd was playing halfback. He wasn't overly impressive, to be honest with you, but he also got done for a crusher tackle. So he's not even available for this game. So they've got Cody Walker, Humphreys and Dodd unavailable. So Trell Mitt moves to 5'8", which means that Ewan Aitken moves out into the centres. And Liam LeBlanc in jersey 14, a kid that I really like. I think he's got a big future. As I said, Cowboys, they are 1-17. Late game Saturday, Kat?
Late game, we're travelling north to Darwin, where the Parramatta Eels do their annual game up at TO Stadium against the Raiders this time.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit unhinged here for a second, and I'm going to have nothing to back this up, but I get a vibe the Eels always take a Queensland side to Darwin. For what reason, I have no fucking idea. It's hot as shit up there. Great to see them do a little tactical play here and take the Canberra Raiders up there. I love to see that. They're almost at the point, the Eels, where they're calling that place Darloos, but good to see that move. The Eels, Zach Lomax, he's been named on the wing. Outside of that, no real changes for the Parramatta Eels. He played wing last week. Anyway, for the Raiders, no changes here either, to be honest with you. The only thing that is worth noting, still no Zach Hosking getting a feature in this side. Has been running, has been training down there, so hopefully we see him back soon, but no Hosking as it stands. Sunday afternoon footy, Cat.
Sunday action. Now we have no more late games.
Fuck yes!
I know.
That's good. Life's good, Cat. Oh, you love to see it. How fucking good.
Goodness me.
Take it away.
All right. Well, the Sunday action will kick off at 2 p.m, which is nice and early. We have the Melbourne Storm hosting the New Zealand Warriors at Amy Park.
The Melbourne Storm, they are 1-17. No changes here for this side. The Warriors, they've got Berry back at centre, so Pompey moves to the wing. Outside of that, it's pretty much the same. I think Bunty Afoa's coming off the bench. They're obviously coming off a bye, the Wars, but good to see Rocco Berry back into the side. Keen to see how he goes. Last game of the week, Kat, talk to me.
Last game of the week, Sunday, 4:05 p.m, the Newcastle Knights hosting the West Tigers at McDonald Jones Stadium.
Yeah, the Knights, a number of changes here. McCarthy comes in on the wing. Kyle McCarthy, I really like him. When I've seen him in the trials and everything, he's always really impressed me. I don't know if he's a centre or a winger, but he's hard to handle. I really like it. He will line up on the right wing, replacing James Schiller, who I believe has got a HIA this week. Phoenix Crossland moves into the half-back jersey. Jack Cogger out of this side, so Phoenix lining up at 7. I think Cogs might have dislocated a finger on the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more damage to that to keep him out of this game. Brodie Jones has been named at prop. Jaden Brayley will start in jersey 9 for the Knights. Kai Pearce-Paul returns from his suspension on the edge. Thomas Cant has remained on the other edge, so I'm keen to see which sides they line up on and whatnot. And Matty Arthur is in jersey 14, a really talented 9, come through the Parramatta grades, obviously moved up to Newcastle. One to watch there, a very talented kid who I think has got a big future, and I think he's one of the reasons why they would have been okay to let Jaden Brayley leave the club. And also off the bench, Tyrone Thompson, the brother, twin, maybe, could be an older, could be a younger. I think he's a twin though.
I think they're twins. Yeah.
We think they're twins? I think they are, yeah.
I'm checking right now.
If they're not, they look like they are twins, and they both scare the shit out of me, so shout out to them. But Tyrone Thompson making his NRL debut off the bench.
Twin brother.
Really keen to see how he goes. What's
that? Confirmed he is a twin brother.
They're twin brother, yeah, I thought they were. So yeah, good to see Tyrone Thompson getting a bait in that side. I haven't really seen much of him yet, but I hadn't seen much of Leo Thompson before he played either, and I absolutely love him, so keen to see how he goes. For the Tigers, Nothing enormous here. Skelton comes back in on the wing. I guess it is pretty enormous. Jerome Luai back in at halfback, who they missed last week. Latu Fino, I believe he's got another injury, Latu, the poor bugger. But Luai at 7 and Skelton returns on the wing. And the Canterbury Bulldogs, the undefeated Canterbury Bulldogs, have a bye this weekend. And then they play South Sydney next week, which they'll be ready to go for on Good Friday.
Shivering in me boots for that one.
You should be shivering in your boots. The Bulldogs are not here to fuck spiders this year. All right, guys, thanks for joining us once again on Team List Tuesday for round 6. Stay tuned. Beers and Break Evens coming your way tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. And then the great Jamie Soward will be back in studio for our preview on Thursday morning. Plenty of content coming your way here on the Rugby League Guru Podcast.